Alright, welcome back to Keglagek Gaming. We're going to play a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I've had a couple problems now trying to stream this, so I'm going to try and get it working for you guys here. Last couple times I had some mic issues. I posted those videos regardless, so you can see the game. But then it keeps dropping me out for some reason, so hopefully this time it will work without a doubt. So we're going to watch it and hopefully it'll keep going. So if you haven't checked out the game, it is on Steam. It's $15. There's a deluxe edition for $20. That most of the benefits of the deluxe edition really aren't anything you need or anything you're missing out on. So for its price, $15, it is a phenomenal game. But also keep in mind that it's not a AAA $60 game. So it's got some pros and cons to it. For $15, I am beyond happy with what I have here. It needs some polish. It has a couple bugs that are frustrating, some random frame rate drop issues, just some minor things like that here, there, some balancing. But for a $15 game, that is acceptable. Now, if I paid full $60 for this game, maybe not. I would expect a little bit more polish on it. And I think it's going to be really interesting with E3 rolling around. We had Friday the 13th coming out, which if you know anything about those games, they have not had a good history. So can a polished Friday the 13th game for $60 outsell this game with the same similar concept? So you heard that little bell dinging. That means we're against the Wraith, who, and this is one of those balancing issues. I believe he tends to be a little bit more overpowered than the other monsters, simply because usually when the monster is near, it will give you a heartbeat, but in this case, when he's invisible, it will not do that. So as you can see, he just pops out of nowhere and starts wailing on people. If you're not 100% aware of your surroundings, he's going to take you down pretty quick and easy. Which, granted, I mean, he does not have the ability to hit you while he is invisible, so he does give an alert before he comes out and hits you. But he still feels a little bit too powerful. He's already killed one person completely, and he's hunting down this next person, hoping that he walks right by. But unfortunately, when someone runs near me, when you run, you make little marks so that the monster can hunt you. So if he runs near my cabinet here, he might think that the guy went to hide in there and catch me. And I don't like that. Guy's still running around. Ooh, that was close. I had to hold my breath there. But he's still near, unfortunately. We're doing very badly this game, and unfortunately I don't think I'm going to live through it, but we're going to try our best. Now you hear that screeching. That's my perk on the bottom right hand corner with the 3 marks there in the pink. That is my perk that tells me when the killer looks in my direction. Even if he's invisible or anything else, it will alert me. So it's a pretty good perk to have. The one next to it with the feet, that's sprinting. Usually the monster moves a little bit faster than you, so you can't just outrun him. With the sprint perk, it gives you the chance to outrun him for a few seconds to get a little bit of distance between you and him. This is not a good spot to be in. Nope. Not a good spot at all. I try and wiggle free, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Nope, there's a hook right there, so Well, maybe. Now see, he's trying to do a bug here. And it's a really annoying bug, and this is one of those things I'm saying they need to fix, is that if he throws me on the ground and I touch anything, if I do anything, it'll reset my wiggle and allow him to then throw me around easily. Now see, that's exactly what it is. He bugged it. If I had just kept running, I would have been able to outwiggle him. But because he abused a bug there, he got me. So that's a really frustrating thing they have going on. It goes back to for a $15 game, a bug like that's understandable as long as it's fixed. If they don't fix it in the next, version or two, then I would find that completely unacceptable. Now, I can attempt to escape, it almost never works. I can struggle not to die here, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to make it through here. So, because he's just going to sit around here now. That's another thing that really frustrates me about this game, is the killer's goal is obviously to kill you. That's, the whole gameplay mechanic. But it's also a game. It's supposed to be fun. So when they put you on the hooks, there's a chance someone else can come and grab you, they can rescue you, heal you up, and let you get free. But what a lot of killers will do is they will stand right next to you after they put you on the hook and make it impossible for you to rescue them. So essentially, you're guaranteed to die. There's no way you can win. There's no way you can come back. There's nothing you can do. And that's very anti-fun. Now, there is a punishment for it in the form of, if you look up here, you'll see my rank on the bottom, top right-hand corner, rank 20. If you camp, you can't get a good survivor rank or a good monster rank. However, the ranks are such a joke in this game that almost no one cares about them because they make absolutely no sense. If I turn on 2 generators or 3 generators and never get seen by the monster once, I won't rank up. If I get hit by the monster 12 times and get rescued 12 times and get seen a whole bunch and run around and do nothing to help the team, I can gain a rank point. So it's an absolute joke that I've yet to see anyone on forums or anyone I've talked to about this game. No one takes it seriously because it is so broken. So I don't even try and earn the extra points for the rank, and unfortunately that means the monsters don't try and earn the points for ranks, which means they will sit there and camp you all day long because they want to win. And winning is fun for them, but them winning is very anti-fun for us. Now, if someone wins because they took me down and they tried to rescue me and he finds me again, more power to him. Congrats. You made it a fun game. It's already on me. Now you also see like the other person started running. I almost never run, and that's because that perk, the sprinting one, again, it gives me a few seconds of running faster than the monster. The downside to it though is that anytime I start to run, it will go off. So if I use it now to run, then I've wasted it. It'll do nothing for me. Whereas I might need it now. Maybe. No, he didn't see me. I run off in that direction. Plus, when you run, it makes scratch marks that stay a really long time, and they can use those to hunt you down pretty easily. Now, I know there's a hook near here, so I need to get out of the way. Let's see maybe if I can rescue this guy. Let's see what kind of killer we're dealing with. Now, see, that's another bug that's broken that's really annoying, is the trapper can place a trap right under the hook, and it's hard to disarm the trap because not only are you under stress of, oh my god, the killer's going to get me, and not only at the same time is he orbiting around you, you've got to point your cursor at it and hope that it's not glitched out. So, again, it's back to the polish. For a $15 game, I expect there to be bugs, and I expect that they're going to need time to fix things. It's not always going to be perfect. But at the same time, some game-breaking bugs and things like that, or things that make it really anti-fun, are a little disappointing that they're in the game, and I feel they need to be brought up. The community needs to know and either stand by it, or they need to hold them accountable and say, you need to fix your game. In this game, we're not doing so hot, so I might have to here soon search for, if Just Too Late gets hurt, I'm going to start searching for the escape tunnel that opens up that everyone else is dead. Rather than having to turn on generators all by yourself, there's a secret escape tunnel that spawns somewhere randomly that you can escape through. So, and it only opens if everyone else is dead. So, Just Too Late's hurt. This game is not going well. It's time to search for the escape. Now, usually it's around big buildings or like near the basement or things like that. But it is 100% random, so gotta watch out for traps, because that's gonna be the death of me. There's a trap. Gotta avoid that. Just Too Late got himself back up. Now that windy screaming noise sometimes I hear when the tunnel is near, but also this guy's abusing another, I won't call this one a bug, but it's kind of a dirtbaggy thing. He's not killing that third person until he knows he has me hurt or that I can't escape. That way the tunnel won't open. The tunnel will open the second he kills that third guy. So, as long as he keeps the third guy alive, I can't escape. And he can continue to hunt for me. And he knows I can't open all the generators. Well, let me take that back. I can't get the generators all by myself. But it's very difficult. Nothing. I cannot find this bloody escape tunnel. right there. And he's killing him, so he must be confident that either I'm going to escape or that he can find me. I have no idea where this bloody tunnel is. I've searched all around the main area. I think it's got to be on the outskirts, which is pretty rare. But I just don't know where else it could be. Alright. Gotta find this escape tunnel. Every time I scare a crow, every single thing like that gives me away potentially. Depends on what perks he has. Ooh, he's right there. Okay, so since he's trapping that, I think maybe I missed the escape route over there. Nope, I found it. Ooh, that's where the game gets a little bit tense, a little bit of stress. And see, I mean, I didn't even get the generators, I get that. But I survived. He took out 3 other people. I survived for a long time. I avoided his sight. I believe that's the mark of someone who's skilled at the game. Yeah, I didn't go help other people, but the thing is, it's not a co-op game in the sense of you have to go out and help everyone. It's a co-op game in the sense of you're working together for the same goal. And I don't think they should punish you for deciding, hey, I wasn't going to go rescue that other guy, screw him. And this is the leveling up system. It gives you some cool items. Like that. I just got a very rare add-on from a mystery box. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's not perfect. A lot of the add-ons are garbage, and since you lose them no matter what, or if you die, you lose like your medkits and things like that, it makes you not want to use them because, like, my skeleton key is an ultra rare item. If I die with that, I don't get that back. So it's cool to have the ultra rare items, but I never feel like using them because, well, I don't want to lose it. Same thing with, let's see what this does. Oh, I can attach it to the ring, and I can see where the killer is at within a 32-meter range. That is incredible. That would be such an awesome item to have, except for, hey, I get hit twice in the game where some camper decides to, you know, bug mechanics like that one guy did. Or I guess you didn't see that. Basically, there's this bug that's going on that when the killer picks you up, you can wiggle out of his arms. If you wiggle fast enough and enough, you go flying out of his arms and can run away. But if you drop them and they move, they touch anything, do anything, so much as breathe, it resets their wiggle counter. So instead of being something where you have to tactically kill them near the hooks, you can put them on there. You have unlimited range as long as you know when to drop them. And this killer abused that, and I lost the toolbox. because he was abusing that. And I really hate to lose items because of that. I really hate to lose because of that, man. Yeah, I don't want to be a sore loser. I don't want to be a poor sport, but when you lose because someone's bugging something or someone's abusing mechanics they're not supposed to, things like that, it's hard not to feel a little bit of salt about it. Alright, so this is going to be my last match here for a little bit. So I'll try and stream another one later. Post it up on YouTube and some other places for people to see. As you'll see, I'm going to go in with no item. I try and do every match with no item and leave with an item. So I try and go into the killer's basement and pick up a flashlight or a med kit or things of that nature. I love going into the basement. If you haven't played, you of course have no idea what I'm talking about. I'll try and show you in this match if I can. But essentially, the basement is where the killer praises the entity and is supposed to make all the sacrifices and all that. So typically it's got 4 hooks in it. It's really creepy. There's whispers. It's really well done. Well, the house is right there. Let's see. Might be right there. It is. Nope. Yeah. Total scrub movement right there. Ooh, killer's close. Premonition is one of my favorite perks. Again, tells me when the killer's looking right at me. Right on top of me. I believe he's upstairs. Yep. Wow, I am frozen here. That killer wanted me dead. Now I know he placed a trap somewhere. Oh, someone found it. Unfortunately, that gives away my position, though. Got a toolbox, my favorite item. Oh my goodness, people. This is also where the co-op comes in play, where it's not a co-op game, but you definitely gotta be working with people or else they all die. He unfortunately made the rescue before I could, so I didn't get points for that. But maybe he's gonna be running out here upset. Yep. Upset. Move past me. I'm going to run over here. There's probably a trap. Yep. Ah. That's one of those bugs that happens every now and then that's super frustrating. I jump to slide over the thing and it just pulls it down and puts me in front of it, so unfortunately I get caught again due to a bug. Now I can attempt to escape, but it's basically useless, and it just eats up my bar that I can use to just sit here and survive. Ooh, very, very clever there. And again, I get caught on a random corner, random bugs, and this is, again, what goes back to, hey, it's not a terrible game for $15, but if you expect me to pay $60 for this, I would expect that garbage not to happen. That's just would be totally uncalled for in a $60 game. But I'll live with it. Again, ranking doesn't matter, so it doesn't truly matter if I win or not, or die or not, because I still get points. And see, now he's just going to sit here and stare at me. He's just being a poor sport overall. Oh good, he's walking away. By far, it's one of my least favorite levels is the farm there, simply because I do tend to have the most problems on it. The Macmillian Estate, I don't know which one that one is, Macmillian. That one seems to have the most polish. I don't have any frame rate drop on that one, as well as I don't randomly get stuck on things. I believe it's because that was the beta course, so obviously they put a lot more work into making sure that the beta course wasn't going to have bugs or problems or things of that nature. 'Cause, you know, who's going to buy a game if it's all buggy in the beta and isn't fixed going forward? So I get why that one has more polish, and that's why I do prefer it. Ooh, there's an ultra rare perk, so that's going to be my working for this time around. It's okay. It's instantly heal from the injury or dying state and sprint quickly for 5 seconds, but only when the exit gates are powered. So replacing my other two perks that work constantly throughout the match with something that works only once and is very situational. Like you saw that last match, the gates, not that last one, the one before that, the gates never even opened. It's a nice perk. Maybe once I'm level 20 or 25 where I can have the other perks added on. But I definitely wouldn't take it over one of these. I would definitely want to have the quick and quiet perk maxed out as well. Simply because the vaulting and your action noise and all that would get you caught a whole bunch of times as well. So thanks for joining me today at Keglagek Gaming, and we'll be back soon. Y'all have a great day.